We are ready to go. So find some space. We're gonna get warmed up to start. We're gonna do some jumping jacks. So arms all the way up and down. If you don't wanna jump, you can always step it and just alternate which foot steps out to the side. 7 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Stay wide side lunges. Bend one knee at a time. Hinge the hips. See if you can tap the opposite foot or knee with that hand. And if you want to make it harder, pop up on the heel. You'll feel a good inner thigh stretch. Back and forth, nice and slow and controlled. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Kick toes. Stand tall, kick. See if you can tap the opposite foot, stretching out your hamstrings, loosening up your hips. If you can't quite tap the foot, that's totally fine. And 3, 2, 1. Skater steps. Cross it back, touch the floor with the same hand as the back leg. If the floor feels like too big of a stretch, tap the knee instead. Both knees are bending, finding that awesome outer glute stretch. Couple more. In 3, 2, 1. Hip opener. Stand tall, open up that hip, bring that leg back, switch to the other side. So it's like we're stepping over something invisible. Step back, switch legs. Hip bones, stay forward. So let that leg move, body stay still. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Squats. Find your comfy squat stance. Sit back on your heels, knees follow the line of the toes, drop the butt, chest nice and high, wake up the quads, the glutes, the hips. In 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks. Nice little jog, bringing the heels up to the butt. Low impact, same thing. Just step it, still bringing those heels up to your butt so you can loosen up the quads. And in 5, 3, 2, 1. Quad stretch. Grab your foot, bring it up to your butt just 2 or 3 seconds, and then swap to the other side. Little stretch, little balance, keep it moving. Really try to pull that leg back so you get a good stretch. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Side bends and twists. Big side bend each way. And then give me a twist each way, just rotating the upper body. So we want to stretch out the obliques. And we want to wake up the back. Get through that combo again. 5 more seconds, then we'll do some arm circles. In 3, 2, 1. Arm circles. Big circles back. Try to loosen up your shoulders. We'll do a few more here. And then open and hug. Alternate which arm hugs on top. Stretch out your chest and your back. Really pull those hands back. In 3, 2, 1. Inchworm push-ups. Touch your toes. Walk forward to your plank. Push up from your toes or your knees. And then walk back in. Stand it up. Do it all again. So if you're doing your push-up on your knees, you're just going to walk forward to your plank. Drop to your knees. Hips forward. Down and up. And then tuck the toes under. Pop up to walk back in. Couple more times. Waking up the chest, the abs, the back. In 3, 2, 1. Downward dog, plank, T open. So push back to downward dog. Then you're going to pull through to your plank. T opens right and left. 3 moves. As many times as you can squeeze them in 20 seconds. Downward dog, plank, T opens. 3, 2, 1. Right into plank, deep lunge, twisting, reach towards that front leg, then back to your plank, over to the other side for the same thing. And we're trying to get that foot on the floor, outside the hand, shin straight up and down. In 5, drop those hips. 3, 2, 1. Wrist stretches, hands and knees. Lean forward, put that weight onto your hands, and then come back. Fingertips face you as you lean back. So my fingertips are forward, and I lean forward, and then my fingertips are back, and I lean back. From this one, keep the fingertips back, circle it all the way around in one direction, and then go the other way. Just kind of waking up those wrists. We have a couple plank positions today. Around and around. In 5 seconds, fingertips forward, cat to cow. 3, 2, 1. Fingertips forward, arch the back, look up at the ceiling, and round the back. Look at your legs. Keep going through that arch and that round. We're trying to loosen up the back. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose to cobra. Sit back, relax in child's pose, and then pull through. Drop the hips, drop the shoulders, look up at the ceiling. We'll go back and forth again, trying to stretch out that upper back in child's pose and that low back in the abs in cobra. In 3, 2, 1. Push all the way back to a crouch. 3 pulse hamstring stretch. 3 little pulses. Straighten the legs, stay as close to the floor as you can, and then come back down and do it again. If you want to make it harder, you can peel your toes off the floor. Let's do one more. And then gently roll yourself up. Okay. Hello. If you are just joining, make sure you have lots of space. You have a mat or something comfy where you can come down on the floor. The first circuit is a long one, okay? And we're gonna kind of start off with some cardio. It's gonna be like a drop set. I'm gonna start with the hardest move. We'll call that move A. Then we're gonna move to move B, medium move, and then right into move C, easier move. Now, if move A is too hard, because it's gonna often be high impact, and if you wanna do low impact, you're gonna start with move B or C, and you're just gonna stay there even as we come into it, okay? So for example, our first one is going to be squat jumps. We're here, leaving that floor. Move 2, or move B, is squat to your toes instead of that jump, okay? So everybody is either gonna start with squat jumps if you can, or squat to your toes if you want low impact. Then we're all gonna be on the same move for B, because if you're at squat to your toes, you're just gonna stay there, okay? It'll make sense as we get into it. 20 seconds of squat jumps or squat to your toes if you're low impact. We ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Squat and jump. Low impact, this is you. Up to your toes instead of that jump, but still getting nice and low and still keeping that intensity up. In 5 seconds, everybody squat to your toes. 3, 2, 1, squat to your toes. Down, all the way up to your toes. We've got 3 moves in a row, highest intensity to lowest. 10 more seconds, down and up, pressing right to your toes at the top. In 5, right into squats. In 3, 2, 1, just squats, down and up. No toes, no jump, nothing fancy, just like in our warm-up. Feeling those legs, letting that breath get heavy. 10 seconds, feeling the quads, feeling the glutes. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out and breathe. Now, same thing, different moves. Lunge jumps. If you can, if you're cool with jumping, leg to leg, okay? If that feels like a little too much, but you're still good with jumping, meet in the middle. That's gonna be move 2. You can start there if you have to. Low impact, back lunges. So if you're low impact, you're gonna be doing back lunges, 3 moves in a row. Ready, set, let's go. Lunge jumps, leg to leg. If you can, keep going if this feels good. If you wanna make it a little bit easier, meet in the middle, then jump. Low impact, this is you. In 5 seconds, we're all gonna meet in the middle. Or if you're backwards lunging, stay there. Let's go. Meet in the middle, then switch. Middle, switch. Middle, switch. So it's a slightly shorter jump. 10 seconds, low impact, still here. In 5, we are all backwards lunging. 3, 2, 1, back and in. Let's go. Switch legs every single rep. Big step back, get low. Opposition arms will help you balance. If you're comfier here or here, that's okay too. 7 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Catch your breath, shake it out. Next up, high knees. We're gonna jog in place, trying to bring the knees up to like our hip crease, like this. Power up, gentle down. If that feels like a little too much, but you're okay with impact, just little lower, more like a jog instead of a high knee. Low impact, quick taps. Here we go. High knees, if you're good there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. High knees. Drive them up. Keep going if this feels good. If it's a little bit too much, take it lower, jog it out. Low impact, this is you. Quick taps. 7 seconds. In 5, we're all taking it to a jog. Unless you're at the quick tap, stay there. 3, 2, 1, jog. Keep going, just take it a little lower. Jog in place. Low impact, you're still here, and we're gonna join you in 10. In 7. I hope you're getting sweaty. In 3, 2, 1, quick taps. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to go. Like there's a little line in front of you, quick taps. You can go slow and lower impact, or you can keep jogging it out. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds. Next up, inchworm into an extended plank. So you're gonna touch your toes, walk to a plank. If you can, you're gonna walk out like an extra step and hold it there for 5. Then walk back in, tap the toes, right back out, okay? If it's too much, you can do the same thing on your knees. I'll show you both. 8 seconds, inchworm to an extended plank. If it's too much, regular plank or knees or both. Ready? Let's go. Tap, walk it forward, an extra step and hold. Count to 5, keep that core tight. Once you get to 5, walk it back into your feet, right back out to do it again. Squeezing those abs up and in. A little bit easier, I'll show you your modification. You can stay right in that normal plank instead of extended, or you can stay right here. 3, 2, 1, just the inchworms, no hold. Let's go. Out, right back to the feet, right back out to the plank, right back into the feet. Find that hustle. If it feels like too much, you can modify from your knees. 12 seconds. In 10, we're just gonna hold a plank. Keep it going. In 3, 2, 1, stay in that plank. 30 seconds, core nice and tight. Lift up from the pelvic floor, into the spine. Nice flat back, head in line with the spine. 10 seconds down, 20 to go. Keep breathing. Halfway there, 15 down, 15 left. You've got a rest coming in. 10, 2 deep breaths. 1 more deep breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. We're gonna stay here close to the floor. First up, plank jacks, okay? So hands and toes, we're gonna jump, maybe I'll show you from this way so you can see my feet. We're gonna jump out and in, plank jacks, okay? So like you're doing jumping jacks, but in a plank position. Low impact, you're just gonna step it and we'll join you there soon. 10 seconds, you got time. Give those wrists a little break. In 5, plank jacks or alternating steps. I'll show both. 3, 2, 1. Find that plank, jump the feet out and in, out and in, maintaining that plank. Low impact, this is you. Alternating which foot taps out. In 8 seconds, everybody's gonna go to the plank tap outs. 3, 2, 1, stay in that plank. 1 foot, then the other. If it feels like too much, you can always just hold a plank, or you can always hold your plank on your knees. But if you're on your knees, I want your hips in front of those knees. In 5 seconds, we hold just the plank. 3, 2, 1, stay in that plank. You got it. Lift up and in, let that breath out. This one's only a 20-second hold. Halfway through it, 10 down, 10 left. Stick with me. In 5, in 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds, we're gonna come onto the mat, onto your back, and we're gonna do a tabletop leg drop, okay? So you're gonna take your legs up to 90 degrees to a little table position. Thighs straight up, shin straight across. You're gonna control the drop down, keeping your back glued, core tight, feeling the low abs, okay? If that feels like too much, alternate and we'll join you there. If you wanna make it harder, arms overhead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tap it and bring it back. Really focus on that core and that back position. Control that drop. Don't lose the back on the mat. If it feels too easy, extend overhead. If it feels too hard, tap one at a time, and we're gonna join you there in 10 seconds. Breathe through it. As those legs fall, let that breath out. 3, 2, 1. Alternating drop. One leg, then the next, still controlling. If it feels too easy, extend that leg all the way out straight. And you can still make it harder by extending those arms overhead as well. 15 seconds, then we're gonna go into Pilates pulses. So we're gonna crunch up and push the air away with our hands in 7 seconds. In 5, how's that back doing? How's that core doing? 3, 2, 1, crunch up, push that air away, look at those legs. If you wanna make it a little harder, extend the legs. Almost there. In 10. Now just 8. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 30 seconds. Next up, we are going to do a V-sit, okay? We're gonna just hold a couple moves for 15 seconds. This one's gonna be pretty challenging, so you can always start at the B or the C move. So move 1 or move A, V-sit. We're gonna extend the legs straight and we're just gonna hold it. Move 2, same thing, but bent knees. Move 3, anchor and lean back to like a modified earthquake where we get shaky. Ready, set, let's go. Straighten it up and hold in that V. Keep going if it feels okay. If it feels like too much, go to that bend and we're gonna meet you there in 5, 3, 2, 1. Everybody in the bend. Of course, guys, if it's too much, you can drop those feet, you can take a breath and come back and join us. In 10 seconds, we're gonna anchor the heels, we're gonna lean back until we get a shaky hard spot. 3, 2, 1, anchor, lean back until it's shaky, it's hard. I want you to hold those abs, flex like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. If you don't feel it, get back a little farther, squeeze those abs a little harder. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job. Shake it out, breathe. Now you know all the moves, but we're gonna do them again. So we're all the way back at our very first move, the squat jumps, into the squat to your toes, into the squats. Remember, you can always start at like the squat to the toes or even the squats if it felt like a little bit too much. So quick sip of water, wipe your sweat, and in 10 seconds, squat jumps. We ready? In 5, we better be ready, we're going. 3, 2, 1, squat jumps. Power up, gentle down. So we wanna have a nice, soft landing, easy on the joints. 10 seconds, low impact. Same thing, just go to your toes. Keep it there because we're gonna join you in 5, 3, 2, 1. Squat to your toes, all the way down, all the way up to your toes. Full range of motion. Whew, those legs are on fire. Round 2 is so much harder than round 1. 10 seconds, then just our squats. So we're gonna take away the toes, the calf raise in 5, 3, 2, 1. Just squats, down and up. Keep that body moving, get low, breathe through it. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Big rest coming up in 7. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, lunge jumps. So we're gonna start with the hardest one, leg to leg, the big jump. If that felt like too much, meet in the middle and we'll join you there. If you wanna do low impact, backwards lunge, stepping, alternating legs, and you're gonna be there for 3 moves in a row. 10 seconds, lunge jumps, leg to leg if you can. Here we go, in 5, 3, 2, 1, leg to leg, breathe through it, set that pace. Keep going if this feels good. If you want to take it down a notch, meet in the middle, We'll meet you there in 10. Low impact. This is you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Meet in the middle. Then jump. Middle. Jump. If you're doing backwards lunges, keep going. Let those legs burn. 10 seconds. In 8 seconds, everybody alternating backwards lunges. 3, 2, 1. Back and in. Alternating legs. Big step back. Chest high. 10 seconds down. 10 to go. Crushing it. Keep moving. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. Next up, high knees into a jog, into quick taps. You can always start with the jog, stay there for 2 moves, or start with quick taps, stay there for 3. All right. We ready? We got 10 seconds. Recover, breathe, so you have lots of energy for those high knees. We ready? In 3, 2, 1. Drive them up. Same as the squat jumps. Power up, gentle down. Get those knees up to your hip crease. 10 seconds. Keep going. Low impact. You're here. Quick taps. We're going to join you in 2 moves. 3, 2, 1. Jog it out. Keep going. Just a little bit lower. Still moving those legs. If you're at the quick taps, stay there. We're joining you in 12. In 10. 7 seconds. Keep that jog going. Get sweaty for me. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Quick taps. You can make this as fast or as slow as you want. 10 seconds. Come on, move those feet. 7, 5, and 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome job. Next up, inchworm into that extended plank, holding for 5 seconds. Toes, walking to the plank. If it's too much, still walk, but stop instead of extending. So stay at the plank. You don't have to hold it, or you can hold it on your knees. So make it work for you. We still have 12 seconds. Now 10. Here we go. Out to the extended plank if that feels good for you. 3, 2, 1. Toes. Walk it out past your regular plank. Hold it for 5 seconds. Once you do it, walk back in. Touch your toes. Right back out to do it again. Squeeze those abs. If it feels like a little too much, stop at the plank instead of extending. In 7 seconds, just the inchworm. In 3, 2, 1, just the inchworm. Touch your toes, walk to your plank, right back into your feet. Feel those shoulders, feel the abs, feel the back. Make sure you get all the way out into that plank. So drop your butt right into that plank, right back into the feet. 10 seconds, then we hold a plank. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. Focus on that form. Hands stacked underneath the shoulders. Lift up from the pelvic floor into the spine. Wrap those obliques around to tap the belly button. You are flexed. You are breathing. Way more than halfway through it. 12 seconds. In 10. 7 seconds to go. Stick with it for 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake out those wrists. Next up, plank jack. So we're going to come into a plank position again. If you can, high impact, you're going to jump your feet out and in. Low impact, step it. We'll join you there. It's a long time to be in a plank position, so if it feels like too much, do what you can. Drop down, shake out the wrist, catch your breath, come back, or hold a plank, or hold that plank on your knees. Okay, you have options. Here we go. Plank jacks in 5, 3, 2, 1. Find that plank. Jump those feet out and in. Keep going. Low impact. This is you stepping. This feels like a little too much. hold your plank or hold your plank on your knees, leaning forward so you can still feel the abs. In 5, 3, 2, 1, step it. Alternate which foot taps out to the side, maintaining that plank even though a leg is moving. 10 seconds down, 10 left. In 8 seconds, we're just gonna hold this plank. In 5, 3, 2, 1, hold that plank. You did a 30-second plank. I know you can do a 20-second plank. You're already halfway there. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Almost done. Take one more deep breath in 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds on your back, on the mat. We are doing tabletop leg drops to start. Remember, you can make it easier by extending the arms overhead or extending the legs straight out instead of bent. But if you can, both legs together, down and back up. 10 seconds. If it's too much, one leg at a time. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Tabletop, both legs drop together. If you want to make it harder, extend those arms overhead, or you could also extend those legs a little bit. We're already way more than halfway through it. Watch that back. Keep it connected to the mat. In 5 seconds, same move, but alternating legs. So it gets a little bit easier in 3, 2, 1. One leg at a time. Really focus on the back and the core, okay? You get out of this what you put into it. No move in terms of abs should be too easy. We can make it hard by connecting with that core properly. 15 seconds, then right into our Pilates pulses. In 8. Press that low back into that mat. Bring those abs in. 3, 2, 1. Crunch it up. Push that air away. If you want to make it harder, extend those legs out as you pulse. You can always leave them bent. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Almost there. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. Next up, we're into our seated holds. We have 3 of them. So your V-sit with the legs straight. If that's too much, bend up. If that's too much, you can bend them and leave them on the floor for your hold. And then we're going to go into that modified earthquake. If you need a break, take it. Come back and join us when you feel good. 10 seconds. Here we go. We're going to lean back very subtly and extend the legs in 3, 2, 1. Extend and hold. Stay there for 15 seconds. You got this. If it's too much, bend the knees. We're going to join you in 5, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, but stay there. Keep holding on to those abs. We are not just feeling the legs. We are not just balancing. We are truly engaging our core. In 7 seconds, anchor the heels, lean back, get to a shaky spot. 3, 2, 1. Anchor, lean it back. Whew. That earthquake, that shake. 8 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. So good. Okay, we are going through that again, but we are going to separate everything with rest. So last time you did 3 moves back to back. Now we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, okay? So there's going to be a very quick rest in between moves. So now we can go even harder for that interval, knowing that it's followed by some rest. Back to your squat jumps in 5 seconds. Be ready? Take a breath. 3, 2, 1. Squat jumps. Same thing applies though. If you want low impact, squat to your toes, rest, and you'll just go to this move twice. 10 seconds. Come on, let's burn out those legs. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Very quick rest, just 10 seconds. Next up, squat to your toes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Squat all the way up to your toes. You can slow it down, you can speed it up, whatever feels good for your body. It is your workout, your body, your rules. 8 seconds, in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, just squats, nothing fancy. Find that squat stance in 5, 3, 2, 1, down and up. Push that pace. Breathing through it. Halfway in 10 seconds, you are resting. Well-deserved 20-second rest. Coming up in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, next up lunge jumps, leg to leg, if that feels good for you. If it doesn't feel good, start with the meat in the middle and know that you'll do that twice, or stick with the backwards lunge for all 3. Here we go, in 5, 3, 2, 1, leg to leg. Staying tall. Low impact, this is you stepping it back. Alternating legs. 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, lunge jumps, but this time meeting in the middle before we switch legs. In 5, 3, 2, 1, lunge, meet in the middle, then switch. You can go quick, or you can slow it down, and of course, you can still be stepping, whatever works for you. 8 seconds, in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, alternating backwards lunge, stepping, in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. The good news is you are so close to being done with this circuit. This is a long one. You've been working for over 25 minutes. You've got like a little over 10 minutes to go, including rest. Then the majority of your workout is done. One tiny finisher and you are done. And rest. 20 seconds, high knees next. If that feels like too much, jog it for 2 moves or quick taps. 10 seconds, you got time. I need it. Here we go. In 5, 3, 2, 1, high knees. If you are not desperate for those rests, you are not hustling hard enough. You gotta push yourself, dig deep, get sweaty, let that breath get heavy. 8 seconds, low impact, this is you. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, jogging. If you did quick taps, stay there. We'll join you in 1 more move. 5 seconds, just like the high knees, but lower. 3, 2, 1, jog it out, jog it out. Keep those legs moving, just not quite as high as we were in the last one. Halfway, 10 seconds down, 10 left. Come on, all the way through, all the way to that rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, quick taps. You can step it nice and controlled. You can go nice and quick and jog it out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Set your pace, whatever is pushing for you. Get that heart rate up. 10 seconds gone already. Can you push it a little bit quicker for the last 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, inchworm into our extended plank hold for 5 seconds. You still have 12 seconds. Enjoy that rest. In 8 seconds, we're ready to go. Toes out to extend it. If that's too much, regular plank. 3, 2, 1, tap those feet. Walk it out. Hold that extended plank for 5 seconds. Then back in, just to go right back out and do it again. 15 seconds. Keep pushing, keep squeezing those abs. If the extended feels like too much, keep it at the plank. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, just the inchworms, no holding that plank, no extending beyond your regular plank. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, toes, right to that plank, right back into your toes. We are pushing that pace. We are giving those arms a chance to take that work away from those legs that have been carrying us this whole circuit. 15 seconds. Now just 10, getting closer and closer every single time. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10-second rest, holding that plank is next. Hands and toes if you can. If the wrists are starting to be toes, come down to your forearms. 3, 2, 1, find that plank. If you want to make the plank easier, you can always walk your feet out a little wider. Gives you a bigger kind of surface area. If you want to make it harder, come in nice and narrow. Breathe through it. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. In 10 seconds, you get to rest. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 20 seconds, next up, plank jack. So again, in our plank position, jumping those feet out and in like you're doing a jumping jack in a plank. Step it if you're doing low impact, and we'll join you there on move 2. Get ready. In 5, 3, 2, 1, find that plank, jump those feet out and in. Makes that plank more challenging, gives us a little cardio and core at the same time. 10 seconds down, 10 left. Now just 7, squeeze in like 5 more. 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, same thing, but this time we're gonna step, alternating leg out to the side instead of jumping. In 5, 3, 2, 1, find that plank, step, tap one foot out to the side at a time. Feeling those obliques as you lift that leg up to tap. 8 seconds, then you're resting. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, just holding that plank. Same thing if your wrists are good, stay on your hands and toes. If they're starting to go, forearms. 3, 2, 1, find that plank. Lift those abs up and in, wrap those obliques, focus on that breath. Halfway, 10 down, 10 left. In 5 seconds, you are resting, coming down to your back. 3, 2, 1, rest. Tabletop leg drop, both legs falling together. You still have 15 seconds, so make yourself comfy down on that mat. 10 seconds. Remember, you can always make it harder by extending the arms overhead or extending the legs out straight. You can make it easier by tapping one foot at a time. 3, 2, 1, tabletop leg drops. Make it as easy or as hard as you want. I mean, it should feel hard for everybody, but modify it so it feels like a doable challenge for you, where the form first, then the move second. 10 seconds, then you get to rest before we go into the alternating version. If you're at the alternating version already, we're gonna join you in the next one. 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, same thing, but one foot down at a time. If you wanna make it harder, extend the leg out straight instead of bent and take those arms overhead. 3, 2, 1, take them up. Tap one foot, then the other. I still want that low back attached to the mat. I still want that core really strong, really tight, really flexed, and really uniform. If you notice that you've got like a bulge happening in the center of your stomach, that's too much uncontrolled pressure happening in your abs, and we need to modify and make the move a little bit easier. 5 seconds, same thing if you're bulging at the top or the bottom. 3, 2, 1, rest. So what it looks like up here, it should look the exact same as that leg falls. Next up, pulses. So we're gonna crunch up. And 3, 2, 1. Take those legs up, crunch up, push that air away. If you want to make it harder, extend those legs out for the same thing, but if you're losing that back, losing those abs, if the look of your abs is changing as you extend those legs, then that's a little bit too much. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up is our seated holds. We're doing a V-sit to start in 15 seconds, legs straight if you can. Bend the knees if you need some help. 10 seconds. Take a breath, get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, extend, just a slight lean back. My legs are shaking already. 10 seconds, hold those abs. Don't just use that leg strength, use those abs. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Bent knees, exact same hold in 8 seconds. Take a breath, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, lean it back, bent knees this time, squeeze those abs. 10 seconds, then you get to rest. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Modified earthquake, if you want to make it harder, you can do straight legs, or you can keep anchoring those heels. We're going to lean back until we get shaky in 3, 2, 1. Lean it back, scoop those abs up and in, keep it nice and tight. Same thing applies. If you're noticing bulging, come up a little higher, take those legs in a little closer. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job. I would like to tell you it's done. It's not done, but we're only doing the last move. So move C, okay? The lowest impact move, the easiest move out of the 3, but we're not resting. We're gonna go right from the last move of the first trio into the last move of the second trio and so on, okay? So just squats in 5, 3, 2, 1, just squats. So we're gonna try to transition as quick as we can from one move into the next because we have no rest now. But the good news is in 2 minutes, this circuit is done. You are very close to being done. We only have one tiny finisher to go after this. In 5 seconds, alternating backwards lunges. 3, 2, 1, step it back and in. No jumps, no meeting in the middle, just the backwards lunges. In 10 seconds, right into quick taps. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, quick taps. You can step it slow. You can jog it a little bit quicker. Now, one tricky thing in here is we're gonna have 2 planks back to back. If you recall, there were 2 trios where we each finished in a plank. So we've got 2 of them back to back. First one in 3, 2, 1, hold that plank. So the first plank is a 30-second hold, right into a 20-second hold. I want you to stay in that plank the whole way if you can. If it feels like too much, you can either drop, take a breath, shake it out and come back, or drop to your knees, but lean the weight forward so your hips are in front of your knees and hold in a modified plank. We're going into our second plank, so stay here in 3, 2, 1. 1 plank down, 1 plank to go. In 15 seconds, we're gonna rotate around onto our back for our Pilates pulses. In 10. Stick with me, we got 7 seconds. Home stretch. In 3, 2, 1. Right onto your back. Pilates pulses. Second last move. If you want to make it harder, extend those legs out straight. 10 seconds down, 10 left. Next up, we're going to go into a modified earthquake. So in 5 seconds, anchor those heels, sit up. 3, 2, 1, come on up, just to lean back into that earthquake. This is your last move in this circuit. This is your last ab move. So let's get it done. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna give you a nice big rest because trust me, you're gonna need it. We've got something spicy to finish us off here. So grab a sip of water, don't drink too much or you'll feel it in your belly the whole time. The good news is in 6.5 minutes, we're done. We're stretching, that's all. The bad news is all that we have left are burpees and jumping jacks. But it's gonna be a drop set. So just like in that first circuit, we did a drop set in terms of the move got easier. This time we're doing a drop set that the time is gonna get shorter every single round. So if you can get through the first round, you're gonna be fine. It's gonna get shorter and shorter and shorter. First round, we have to do 1 minute, 60 seconds of burpees, right into 60 seconds of jumping jacks, okay? But I'm gonna give you options. So you can pace yourself. On those burpees, you can jump it and you can go really quick, one move right into the next. If it feels like too much, take your time. Jump, 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 okay? Pace yourself if you need to. If you wanna go low impact, step it. Step back, step in, stand. If you find burpees make you really dizzy, like going from the ground to overhead, or just feels like too much, elevate yourself. So take a chair, put your hands on the chair, step back to your plank, and stand it up. So you're not going as far down to the floor, okay? Jumping jacks, you know that we do in our warm-up. Here, if you're good with jumping. Here, if you wanna step it for low impact, okay? 1 minute of burpees, 1 minute of jumping jacks, but then you get a big rest. You ready? Let's take 2 deep breaths. 1 more deep breath, burpees in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jump back, jump in, jump up. You can set that pace, set that intensity, but I want you to jump it or step it right back into a plank, and as you come in, I want you to try to get your heels on the floor, sort of like a squat position, like shoulder width apart. Remember, round 1 is the worst. If you can get through round 1, you're gonna be totally fine. 30 seconds down, 30 left. Breathe through it. Low impact, you're doing the same thing, but you're stepping. And if you're doing low impact, I want you to alternate which foot steps back and steps in. So you're not always going left, 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 alternate. 10 seconds, then our jumping jacks. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Now set your pace, find a rhythm that works for you. Low impact, same thing, just step it, but I want those hands all the way overhead and all the way down to your side. Breathe through it. Big rest coming your way in 38 seconds. Halfway there, 30 down, 30 left, doing so good. Stick with it. Feel those calves, feel those shoulders, feel that breath getting heavy. Halfway, or way more than halfway, 15 seconds. Home stretch. Now just 12. In 10. In 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Holy smokes, all right. 1 round down, more to go, 3 more to go, but smaller. You did a minute, this one is 45 seconds, okay? And you still have 18 seconds left at your rest. I am right there with you, cursing these burpees, but we're doing them again. We ready? In 3, 2, 1. Jump back, jump in, jump up. Low impact, step back, step in, stand. Elevate yourself. If you want to make it a little bit easier, put your hands on a chair or a couch or something so you're not getting so dizzy. If you're finding you're getting a little dizzy but you want to keep going, try to stare at a spot on the floor. So instead of looking down and up, just look at a spot on the floor the whole time. 15 seconds. See, this is so much quicker than the last round. In 10. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. 45 seconds. You did 60. You're going to be just fine. In fact, you're going to thrive. See, we're flying through it already. 15 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. Low impact, this is you. Halfway there. 20 seconds. So close. 12 seconds left. Squeeze in those last 10 jumping jacks. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, 30 seconds. If you're not sweaty, you're superhuman. In 24 seconds, we're doing it again. 30 seconds each, okay? We did a minute. We did 45. This one is just 30. Oh, recover. Breathe. We're going again in 10. Second last time, we got it. Here we go. Burpees in 3, 2, 1. Jump or step, back, in, and up. This is the end of your workout. You have like 90 seconds left. That's it. Then we are stretching. We are done. So let's finish strong. 7 seconds, then jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. 30 seconds here. The worst is over. You did 60. You did 45. You can handle 30. Halfway there. 15 down, 15 left. In just 10. Almost done. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 30 seconds. Last round, just 15 seconds of each. You still have lots of time to recover. Use it. One more round. In 15 seconds, 15 seconds of burpees. Are you still with me or is everyone signed off? Here we go. Last time, I promise. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's see those burpees. Last chance. Everything you've got left, use it up. Empty that tank. Leave that sweat all over your floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. 10 more seconds. Workout's done. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Wow, so good. Let's stretch. Let's definitely stretch out our calves. So I'm gonna go against a wall and I'm gonna reach one leg back, nice and wide, so that I can feel that calf. So much jumping today. So give yourself some time, leaning into that front leg, reaching through that back heel. In 5 seconds, same thing, other leg. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Reaching through that back heel. If you don't quite feel it, go wider. 10 seconds, then we'll stretch out your quads from all the squat jumps, all the lunge jumps. Stay here for 5, 3, 2, 1. You can hold on to that wall if you want some balance, or you can hold on to your leg with both hands. But just as long as you can feel a quad stretch, hold that leg back, find that stretch, hang out there for 10 more seconds. In 5 seconds, exact same thing, other side. 3, 2, 1, swap it. Same thing. Pull that leg up. If you can get it back away from the supporting leg, you'll feel the stretch even more. I am so sweaty, so tired. I hope you guys are there too. 5 more seconds, then a hip stretch. 3, 2, 1. Again, you can hold on for balance if you'd like. Crossing that leg over, bending the supporting leg, pushing that knee away. If you've got a free hand, if you don't need this balance, pull up the foot. You'll feel a bigger stretch in the hip. Oh, there's my balance. 5 seconds, then the other side. 3, 2, 1, swap it. Cross that leg over, ankle over the knee, bend the supporting leg, push that knee away, pull that foot up if you're not using a wall for balance, feeling the hip of the crossed over leg. In 5 seconds, we'll stand up and stretch out your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, grab one arm across your body. So many plank positions, so many inchworms. Give those shoulders and a bit of that upper back some time. Stay there for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, open. Same thing on the other side. Nice big hug. 10 seconds, then we're gonna grab the hands behind the back so we can stretch out the chest and the front of the shoulders, a little bit more of that upper back. And 3, 2, 1, feet together, hands behind your back, get some height if you can, and then hang over. Let that gravity pull those hands up even more. And 3, 2, 1, release the hands, stay there, give those hamstrings a little stretch. Trying to pull yourself in, releasing any tension in the hamstrings or the low back. And then gently roll yourself up. We are done. Good job, you guys. I am soaked. I hope you are too. If you have any special requests for the next one, let me know.